You have no idea how excited I've been for autumn. It's one of my favorite seasons of the year, and seeing as it's my favorite season of the year, I thought I would tell you a bit about my favorite things that I use in my favorite season. So this is going to be my autumn essentials, let's call it. I'm going to do a bit of beauty. I have some style and fashion bits and some lifestyle things too. I always get really excited to switch up my skincare at the end of summer because it's kind of the time, that transitional period where I want something a bit more hydrating. It's also the time when my skin gets a bit confused and congested. I've been using this Neutrogena Visibly Clear Pink Grapefruit Facial Wash. First of all, it smells really good. I know I shouldn't really say that as the first thing about this facial wash, but I find something that smells good when I'm applying it on my face just makes me want to use it that bit extra. It kind of has this gel-like consistency, and when you work it into the skin it feels really refreshing but also quite hydrating at the same time. I was basically after something that would help get rid of blackheads and clear up any congestion, but that would keep my skin hydrated. It does contain salicylic acid, and I find my skin reacts so well to that. It's really helped clear up the blackheads, especially around my nose. I find that throughout summer I'm applying so much SPF all the time that my skin has got way more congested than usual, and this has really helped like bring it back to normal. In conjunction with that, I've been using the Pink Grapefruit Oil-Free Moisturizer as well. Can we just discuss the pink? I'm just loving the pink theme here. My skin does tend to get quite oily, especially down my T-zone, so I like that this moisturizer is oil-free. It has quite a light consistency and it sinks into the skin really nicely. My skin really like soaks this stuff up, but it doesn't leave like a greasy film or anything over my skin. It's super hydrating, but it's really refreshing at the same time, and I think that's down to the pink grapefruit in here. The combination of these two have really helped keep my skin quite clear, especially around my nose area, which is where I get the most congestion. But I just find my skin is so smooth as well after applying this. Like, it just smooths over everything. It provides the perfect kind of canvas for makeup. It just leaves this kind of radiant, glowing look, and I like the squeezy tube as well. Next in makeup, I've been loving khaki colors. I don't know what's got into me. I'm obsessed. Okay, so I have three things to tell you about. The first is this Kat Von D ink liner. I bought it a while ago, but I honestly hadn't used it for like 6 months or something. It's in the shade Bosch. Oh, it's so beautiful on the eyes because it's not a color, if that makes sense. It's not like a bright bold blue. It just makes a really subtle difference, and I love the Kat Von D liners because they last super long on the eyes. Another thing I've been loving is Giorgio Armani eye tints. Now, I've done a whole post on these. I think they're just such unique liquid wet kind of eyeshadows. Now this one is in the shade 6. It's really sheer, but if you want a sheer wash of color, you want to like dabble in color a little bit, but you don't want anything too bam, then this is really nice. The third one is the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon. I'm using this in a Get Ready With Me coming up soon, so you guys will see how I use it, but oh gosh, the Color Chameleons, they are so nice. I wish the lids would click on so the lid doesn't fall off all the time, but the color is so gorgeous and the eyeshadow lasts so long on the lids. On my lips right now, I have a little Kylie Jenner combo, or I like to think it's Kylie Jenner. These are both from Revlon, and they're the matte balms. They're two shades, 265 and 270, and I've been mixing both of them. One is quite like a plummy purple, and the other one is more of a like brownie color. And this is the kind of finished result that you get. I love the matte balms. They're so smooth and they're really creamy. Lastly, I've been keeping this, even though I've been using it. Every time I use it, I take it out the box, then I take it out the little bag thing, and then I open it, obviously. This is so beautiful. It's from Chanel. It's their limited edition autumn eye palette. I would make love to this palette if I could. It's so beautiful. I think it's one of the most beautiful palettes I've ever seen in my life. All of them have like a slight sheen to them. I just think it's one of the most beautiful neutral brown eyeshadow palettes I've ever seen. I love it so much. Let me just put this back in its little pouch and back in its little box because I'm a packaging order. Oh gosh, I'm so excited about this. This is so un-me, but it's also very me at the same time. I can't describe it. This is a little rucksack. How cute and dinky It's like the size of my face. It's from ASOS. It's khaki suede. I don't think it's real suede. And it has these little tassels on the side. It actually fits quite a bit, surprisingly. It has this little tie front. It doesn't have like a zip or a lock or anything. I love it. I think it's so, so, so cute. I've been wearing it how all the cool kids wear their rucksacks, like that. Booties. Do I need to say anything other than booties? And not the kind of booty like a Kardashian booty, but a booty is in a little boot. These are ones I picked up from Zara last year, but I'll link a couple similar below because they're just such staples for me. I probably reach for them every time I want a slight heel, but I want something day or night appropriate. They're the perfect kind of like day to night shoe because I just feel like you can wear them anywhere. Amen for hats, because they save me on them greasy hair days when I do not have the time and dry shampoo I applied 3 days ago, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm 3 days past my should have washed my hair day, and I just reached for that hat. Oh gosh. This one I picked up from Whistles. I think it was a year ago now, and I love it. I think it's one of the most beautiful things in my cupboard. I think they bring them back every year, so if I can find a link to it, I'll leave it below as well. I love tea. And this I got from the Birchbox shop, and I love it because it's so big. Like, look how big that mug of tea is. Like, that's gonna last you a while. It has this little open and close shutter thing, so it doesn't leak around in your handbag. It keeps the tea nice and warm. It's pink, and it says blah, 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 blah on it. Speaking of tea, what goes into my little tea mug is this tea. Now, Clipper Tea kindly sent me quite a few of their teas. I honestly screamed. I think it was my favorite thing that's ever landed through my post box, but I tried all of them like in the same day. I swear I was running to the loo like so much that day because I basically had a cup of tea every 10 minutes because I wanted to try out all the teas. But this one I think is one of my favorites, especially for calming the self. It's the Jasmine Decaf Green Tea. I love green tea, but I never have green tea before bed because I'm scared it will keep me up, so I like that this doesn't have caffeine in it. It smells so good and so soothing. I just love the Clipper teas. I think they're just as good as loose teas, but they're in tea bags. That's kind of how I would describe them. Normally when I have tea bag tea, it's not the same as loose tea. Loose tea, I find the taste is always much more strong and like much more real, but these just kind of nail it. So this next one is behind me, up in there we go. It's this neon candle. It's in the happiness scent. And I just think it's such a great any time, any room of your house kind of scent. Like, it's not just a kitchen scent or a bathroom scent. Right now it's in my bedroom. When I'm cooking or something, I bring it into the kitchen. Sometimes I have it in the bathroom if guests come over. I love it. An app I've been loving is the Hippie Lane app. I cannot get enough of the recipes on this app. They're so easy to make. They fulfill that sweet tooth craving, and they're much healthier than anything with refined sugar in them. You do have to pay for the app, which is kind of annoying, but I've done a couple of recipes in vlogs. I did these healthy cake pops. I've also done some chocolate squares, and I have a caramel slice recipe coming up as well. My last thing is my breakfast, and this is my little jar of muesli. I bought this jar, I think, at a market or on Amazon, I can't really remember, and I love it. And I think muesli is my new breakfast thing. My friend Natasha actually made her own muesli, and she gave it to me in this adorable little jar, but I have been lazy and have been buying my muesli, but I just love it. I think it's so good and so filling. Those are all my autumn essentials. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any things that you're like, Amelia, you really missed that one, that's a crucial thing, then please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and in case you were wondering, I normally upload Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m, so make sure to come back in a couple of days time and there will be a new video, or you can click the subscribe button down there and get notified. But I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye! Just chilling in the mist here. Okay, so if I take a really deep breath, then I can like guys, hopefully a bit more of my true self, because I honestly don't even know what's in here. This is my Snoopy diary. Oh my god.